Hi everyone, Dimitri here. We have covered a lot about fantasies this week, but not so much about representations and symbolism in pornography. So I just wanted to invite you to an immersive or visualization exercise before we change the topic for the week. And it's pretty surprising. So Pornography uses symbolism and representations to dictate the scenario that we're going to like or dislike. And the scenario is not so much the actual story, the pizza guy, whatever it is, but the psychoanalytic scenario, how the content relates to our core wound. And there is not a whole lot of symbols used. If you think about a pornographic scene, there is a few elements that convey meaning, but it's not like a production. That's why especially gonzo pornography is often criticized as being simplistic, because there's not so many representations like in a whole movie. On the other side, there is enough that you will make a meaning for it. Even if you think about the worst produced ever pornographic scene, there will always be symbolism that you will extract out of the scene, and that can be unconscious. Like there's not an intent from the person who's made the scene to have that symbolism, and yet it is present. So this may sound a bit fuzzy, so let me clarify, and I'm just not going to explain, but we're just going to live it. And to do that, I just want you to just relax a little, maybe take a breath. If you feel the need, let's take a breath. And I would like to invite you to think of the woman. And that woman has only two attributes. She has blonde hair and she has pink lipstick. She's wearing pink lipstick. So think about that woman for a little bit, in a pornographic sense, obviously. Who is she? What's her environment? What is she doing? Which is what interests us the most. Getting a sense for the personality and mostly what she's doing and what her shadow is like. Why does she do the things she's doing anyway? So take a few seconds and have that scene engraved in your mind. She's just a blonde woman wearing pink lipstick. What is she doing? Alright, so keep that on the side of your mind for a few seconds. And you will also have a feeling inside you of how it feels to be watching that scene that you just visualized. And now we're just going to dive again into a visualization. This time we're going to visualize a completely different, clear the screen, go to something else, and we're going to visualize now a blonde woman, and she's wearing red lipstick. Blonde woman, she's wearing red lipstick. You can focus in your mind's eye. You can focus on the lips and the color of the lips. What is she doing? What is she doing? What is the scene? What are the symbols of power in that scene? What are the symbols of power in that scene? Or lack of power? Or helplessness? What's her environment? Who are the people that she's interacting with? Again, in a pornographic sense. Alright, and now compare that new image of the red lipstick woman with that image of the pink lipstick woman. And it is very likely that these two scenes will be completely different, and that the mechanisms of power in the scene will be completely different. So I just wanted to show you that by just simply changing one little detail, which sounds completely anecdotic, the color of the lipstick, like what's in the color anyway, like it wouldn't change a thing, right? It's both a blonde woman, etc. But just from the color of the lipstick, this probably has been two very different scenes happening with two different dynamics of power. in pornography, how we interpret pornography, the meaning we find behind pornography relies on these little cues, these little stimuli that often will be super stimuli. We haven't talked about super stimuli, but it will make sense. I'm sure you've come across this term before. We interpret meaning out of little details that convey the power of the dynamics of power in the scene. All right, so I'll just let you play with that. And if you want to take this exercise a notch further, you can stay in that mind space of yours, being relaxed. You can take another breath if you need, and extend the exercise to the woman who's wearing pink lipstick. What if she's wearing glitter, pink and glitter lipstick? How does that change the scene? And for the woman who's got red lipstick, imagine that the lipstick has smeared over one side of her mouth. The red lipstick has smeared over one side of her mouth. What is the difference in the scene? What is their stories? What is their environment? And most importantly, what are they doing? And even more important, what are the mechanisms of power in the scene? Go through that, guys. I'm sure you'll learn a lot. Would love to hear your feedback, not so much in terms of what's happening, which is taboo and a bit hard to talk about, but about the transfer of powers, how that happens, and the difference between the various stimuli. Let us know. This is really exciting. Cheers, guys.